Okay, so this is the fourth and final machine that I need to check. It's the one I have been using so far, that's why it has a lot of dust and ground on it. So we're using it outside to drill holes for the foundations of the house. So this is the first machine, the one that was broken. We figured out what was wrong with it. It was actually the stator. The second one was fine, third one was fine, and then the fourth one we're going to check today. We're also going to change out this plug. So we have 4 functioning combination drills, hammer drills, rotary drills, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, hang around. First problem, I don't know if you can actually see it. There is a screw over here, but it's already plugged up with mud. Let's bring in the light. So, carbon brushes. You can see one here and one here at the bottom. So I'm going to take them out to see if they need replacing. So this is the rotor. Ball bearing is still fine. And it rotates freely enough. To unlock the head, you just take this part, give it a twist once, give it a twist, then you can lift this part up, then you can check it to see if there is anything wrong with it. Looks okay. And on the reverse you just find the spot where it falls down, like this one. Then you twist it back to locked. Twist it for unlocked, locked, and then to change out SDS, just lift up. Then the connector, I'll actually unscrew these two so I can show you where the connection went wrong. So now you should be able to lift. This part is actually missing. The carbon motherfucker. Okay, so the carbon brushes are preventing them from being lifted, so we need to take these guys and then lift them up to the side. Just place this one over here. So this is the spring that keeps the carbon brush pushed in against the rotor. Now we grab our pliers, we take this little piece, we just give it a yank. There we go, it's loose. Then we take it out, or fit it in between so the carbon brush simply falls out. 318, I don't even know if that's the correct one. I'll check it with another good one. We do the same for this one. Grab the pliers, put it on the carbon brush connector and just pull it out, and then we drop it down. There we go. And then take this part and we just lift it up. And then we can actually see on the broken machine, the one that we fixed, well, didn't fix in the first video, Well, one of those 4 connectors, there's 4 in total, that connect to the stator on the inside. Well, one of those 4 pins was bent, and it was kind of, let's see if I can zoom in, was bent and black, and that was actually the problem. So I bent it back into shape somewhat. Like for instance, this one is angled downwards while this one is still straight. And then I put it back in the connectors like these guys, and then it actually worked. So there was a problem with the connection. It wasn't the trigger like I thought, because it was still giving a good readout, but it was one of the pins in here. So anyway, this machine looks to be okay. The carbon brushes are also still big enough. They have a different color. 318 has the number on it. I don't know if those are original parts or not. But yeah, I'm just going to reinstall these, change out the connector, and we'll be good to go again. There are some small holes for cables to run through, so make sure they are in there safe and sound. So now this part is pressed down against the stator again. We want to make sure that this doesn't fall out, so put in this long screw with wedge on it, and then just screw it back down. Okay, so this is back secure. Next step is to grab the handle again, drop the screw. That's an important step. Motherfucker. Just so there is actually one piece missing, and that's the plastic hole. So we're gonna mark down this number, and I'll just check it, how much it costs to replace it. So I have actually a working machine that I know isn't going to get dirt from the inside sucked into there. Oh shit. Oh, I know the problem. Of course I know the problem. Fucking idiot. Why do I have a hammer? You know what? Fuck it. White tire of this. The right one. This more. Do you see the problem? So carbon brush number 1. There we go, 1 in. And carbon brush number 2. There we go. Obviously, I did one thing wrong, and that is I didn't unplug the machine. I should have. Alright, last thing I need to do. Just finished putting the fourth machine back together. It still works, so that's great. I now have 4 working machines, and I put a new plug on. I think this is a little bit less loud than this kind of junk. So yeah, thanks for watching. I didn't have to clean out everything, didn't even have to replace a single carbon brush, so yeah, quite happy. I need to order one part over here, a plastic one that keeps the chunk out from the holes that might end up, if they ever get past the gear house seal. But yeah, that's about it. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you another time. Have a good one.